Hello there and welcome to the Dreamy Ocean channel. Take a moment now to simply arrive. Perhaps the day has been long filled with its own currents and demands, leaving a gentle echo of weariness in your thoughts or a quiet tension in your body. Let those sensations begin to soften. Allow your shoulders to gently drop, releasing any burdens they may have carried. Unclench your jaw. Let your tongue rest lightly and feel the gentle ease of your eyelids. Notice the slow, steady rhythm of your breath, a comforting tide ebbing and flowing, inviting a profound stillness within you. Tonight, we shall embark on a journey into the vast, shimmering expanse of our planet's deepest waters. There, we will encounter a creature of impossible scale and profound gentleness, the largest fish in all the ocean. Imagine a leviathan with a mouth wide enough to encompass a small car, yet whose very existence is sustained by the smallest, most delicate whispers of life within the sea. And it is a paradox of nature, a living mystery gliding through the blue. Let your mind now become as boundless as the ocean itself, as we allow this story to gently unfold around you. The ocean's whispering giant, deep within the boundless sapphire embrace of the world's oceans where sunlight filters through a liquid medium. Painting the depths in gradients of blue and green, there glides a creature of truly colossal proportions. It is a living vessel, a behemoth that dwarfs almost every other inhabitant of the marine realm, yet moves with an exquisite, almost ethereal grace. This is the whale shark, Rhincodon typus. Not a whale at all, but undeniably the largest fish known to swim upon our planet, a testament to the ocean's capacity for creating life on an epic scale. Its very presence redefines our understanding of what a fish can be, pushing the boundaries of size and gentleness into a realm of breathtaking wonder. The scientific world first formally acknowledged this magnificent creature in the year 1828, following an encounter off the coast of Table Bay, South Africa. A harpoon cast not in malice but in scientific curiosity brought forth a specimen that astonished the naturalist Andrew Smith. He described a being of such unprecedented magnitude, a fish, distinct from any other shark or marine animal, that it necessitated a new classification, a new name to honor its unique place in the grand unfolding of life. The designation Rhincodon typus was bestowed, a name that quietly carries the weight of its discovery, marking the moment humanity truly began to peer into the silent, majestic existence of this ocean giant. Imagine, if you will, a form stretching longer than a typical city bus, sometimes reaching lengths of 18 meters, though more commonly found between 10 and 12 meters. This immense length is supported by a body of substantial mass, weighing in excess of 20 tons, a living mountain of flesh and cartilage navigating the currents. Its skin, a canvas of deep oceanic blue-gray, is not uniformly drab, but rather adorned with a celestial scattering of pale, almost luminous spots and intricate stripes. These markings, like constellations mapped across its vast, undulating form, are not haphazard. Each pattern is unique, an individual signature etched by nature's own hand, a biological fingerprint that distinguishes one gentle giant from another. This speckled cloak allows it to melt into the dappled light of the ocean's surface, a camouflage of cosmic artistry. The head of this silent wanderer is broad and flattened, almost shovel-like, culminating in an enormous terminal mouth that spans a formidable width, sometimes reaching 1.5 meters across. This cavernous opening, a feature that might at first glance evoke images of predatory power, is in fact the antithesis of aggression. It is not for tearing or devouring, but for a delicate, continuous filtration, a silent intake of the ocean's microscopic bounty. Within this vast maw lie rows of minuscule teeth numbering in the thousands each, no larger than a match head, utterly unsuited for seizing large prey. Their purpose is far more subtle, playing a role in the intricate mechanics of its filter feeding, a system designed for the efficient harvesting of the smallest organisms. Set far forward on its broad head are small, dark, almost reflective eyes, disproportionately tiny when compared to its overall scale. These ancient, unblinking gazes observe the watery world with a quiet intensity eyes that have witnessed countless cycles of the sun and moon upon the ocean's surface, reflecting the endless blue. Behind these eyes, flanking its massive head, are 5 pairs of gill slits, each a gateway for the constant flow of water that fuels its life. As the water passes over the delicate gill filaments, oxygen is extracted and the filtered water is expelled, a continuous vital exchange that powers this magnificent, slow-moving engine of the deep. The movement of a whale shark is not a frantic dash, but a deliberate, almost meditative propulsion. Its powerful caudal fin or tail moves with a slow, sweeping undulation, sending gentle ripples through the water, a stately wake in its ponderous journey. Unlike most other sharks, which rely on the side-to-side motion of their entire body, the whale shark primarily uses its tail for thrust, a more efficient mode of locomotion for such a massive creature. This allows it to glide through the water with an unhurried elegance, a living pendulum swinging through the currents, expending minimal energy as it traverses vast distances across the warm, tropical and temperate oceans of the world. Its presence in the water is one of profound tranquility, an embodiment of peace that belies its immense size. To encounter a whale shark in its natural habitat is an experience often described as humbling, a moment where time seems to slow and the sheer majesty of nature becomes overwhelmingly palpable. Divers and researchers swimming alongside these gentle behemoths report an overwhelming sense of calm, a realization that this creature, despite its ability to easily dwarf a human, harbors no predatory intent. It is simply there, a silent, living monument to the ocean's enduring power, moving through its liquid home with an ancient wisdom. The water around it feels different, imbued with a quiet reverence, as if the ocean itself holds its breath in the presence of its largest fish. This tranquil demeanor, coupled with its colossal size, has earned the whale shark its popular moniker, the gentle giant of the ocean. It is a creature of paradoxes, a leviathan sustained by the most delicate whispers of life, a powerful swimmer whose journey is one of unhurried grace. Its existence is a constant reminder of the intricate balance within marine ecosystems, where even the largest predator is not necessarily a hunter, but rather a gatherer, a silent filter playing a vital role in the intricate web of oceanic life. It drifts through the sunlit upper layers of the open ocean, a living shadow moving over coral reefs and across vast expanses of deep blue, a nomadic spirit tied to the rhythms of plankton blooms. From the moment of its first formal description, the whale shark has continued to captivate the human imagination, inspiring awe and a deep sense of wonder. Early naturalists, limited by the technology of their time, could only begin to scratch the surface of its biology and behavior. They observed its immense form, noted its distinctive markings, and marveled at its unusual feeding strategy. Each sighting, each careful measurement, added another piece to the unfolding puzzle of this enigmatic fish. The questions it posed were as vast as the ocean it inhabits. How do such massive creatures reproduce? Where do they journey across the globe? What are the secrets held within its ancient lineage? These initial observations laid the groundwork for generations of scientists who would dedicate their lives to understanding the profound mysteries encapsulated within this whispering giant. Its very name, whale shark, speaks to this dual nature, combining the immense scale associated with the largest mammals of the sea with the cartilaginous skeleton and gill-breathing characteristics of a true fish. It is not a mammal possessing no lungs to draw air from the surface, nor does it nurse its young. Instead, it breathes through its gills, an ancient, efficient system perfected over millions of years of evolution, allowing it to remain submerged, a true denizen of the watery realm. This distinction is crucial, placing it firmly within the class Chondrichthyes, alongside its smaller, more predatory shark cousins, yet setting it apart by its diet and its unparalleled size. It stands as a living bridge between the familiar and the utterly extraordinary, a testament to the diverse and surprising paths evolution can take. The allure of the whale shark extends beyond its sheer physical presence. It is imbued with a sense of ancient wisdom, a quiet dignity that resonates with those fortunate enough to witness it. Its slow, deliberate movements suggest a profound connection to the elemental forces of the ocean, a creature perfectly attuned to its environment, moving with an effortless harmony. It is a living, breathing paradox, a giant that feeds on the infinitesimal, a powerful swimmer that embodies tranquility. As we begin to delve deeper into the life of this magnificent creature, allowing our minds to drift with its unhurried pace, we come to appreciate the subtle complexities and the enduring mysteries that define the largest fish in the ocean. This gentle giant, with its star-dusted skin and silent gaping maw, invites us into a deeper understanding of the vast, interconnected web of life that flourishes beneath the waves, a world both immense and exquisitely delicate, a lineage of ancient seas. From the profound stillness of its modern existence, the whale shark carries within its very form an echo of ancient seas, a deep lineage stretching back through epochs of geological time, a testament to the enduring power of evolution. To understand this gentle giant, we must cast our minds backward, far beyond the fleeting span of human history, into the primordial oceans where the earliest ancestors of all sharks first began their silent, powerful reign. The story of sharks, and by extension the whale shark, begins in the unfathomable depths of the Devonian period, often referred to as the Age of Fishes. Some 450 million years ago. Imagine a world vastly different from our own, where continents were mere whispers of their future forms, and life in the oceans was just beginning its magnificent diversification. In these ancient waters, the first cartilaginous fishes, the chondrichthyes, began to emerge. Unlike their bony counterparts, these pioneering creatures possessed skeletons, not of rigid bone but of pliable cartilage, a material that, while robust in life, often leaves only fragments in the fossil record. This fundamental difference in skeletal structure is a defining characteristic that binds the whale shark to its most ancient relatives, a thread woven through countless millennia. Within this grand lineage, the whale shark belongs to the subclass Elasmobranchi, a group encompassing all modern sharks, skates, and rays. This classification places it firmly within a family tree, rich with diverse forms, from the swift, predatory mako to the bottom-dwelling, camouflaged wobbegong. Yet even within this broad and varied assembly, the whale shark stands as an outlier, a unique branch that pursued an evolutionary path of colossal scale and peaceful sustenance. It is categorized within the order Orectolobiformes, commonly known as the carpet sharks, a group typically characterized by their flattened bodies, intricate patterns, and often benthic or bottom-dwelling habits. This might seem a curious placement for a pelagic giant that roams the open ocean, but subtle anatomical features such as the placement of its mouth and the structure of its fins reveal these deep ancestral connections, linking it to its more diminutive, reef-hugging cousins. The specific family to which the whale shark belongs is Rhincodontidae, a family that remarkably contains only one living member. Rhincodon typus itself. This singular presence underscores its evolutionary uniqueness, a solitary masterpiece crafted by the pressures and opportunities of the marine environment. The journey from a small, perhaps bottom-feeding ancestor to the colossal, free-swimming filter feeder we know today was not a sudden leap, but a slow, deliberate, unfolding a series of incremental adaptations sculpted over millions of years by the relentless forces of natural selection. The scarcity of fossilized whale shark remains presents a profound mystery, a quiet challenge to paleontologists seeking to trace its exact evolutionary trajectory. Cartilage, being softer than bone, rarely survives the immense pressures of fossilization, often disintegrating, before it can be preserved in the sedimentary layers of ancient seabeds. What fragments do exist? Isolated teeth. Occasional vertebrae are like whispered clues, tantalizing glimpses into a distant past. These scattered pieces suggest that the ancestors of modern whale sharks, or at least very similar filter-feeding sharks, may have emerged during the Cretaceous period roughly 100 million years ago, a time when dinosaurs still roamed the Earth and the oceans teemed with diverse marine reptiles. Scientists theorize that the development of filter-feeding, a strategy shared by a select few large marine creatures, represents a remarkable example of convergent evolution. This means that the ability to strain microscopic food from the water evolved independently in different groups of animals, driven by the abundant availability of plankton in certain oceanic zones. While the whale shark is a shark, other massive filter feeders such as the baleen whales are mammals, and even some ancient bony fish, like the enormous Leadsichthys, from the Jurassic period adopted this same dietary niche. Each, through their own evolutionary pathways, arrived at the elegant solution of consuming vast quantities of small organisms, rather than pursuing larger, faster prey. For the ancient precursors of the whale shark, this shift from a predatory lifestyle characteristic of most sharks to a filter-feeding one would have required profound anatomical modifications. Imagine the gradual widening of the mouth, not for biting and tearing, but for efficient engulfment. Envision the gill structures slowly transforming into an intricate sieve-like apparatus capable of trapping minute particles while allowing vast volumes of water to pass through. This specialized feeding mechanism, so central to the whale shark's existence, is a marvel of biological engineering. A finely tuned system that likely took millions of years to perfect. The precise selective pressures that favored such immense size and a filter-feeding strategy are still being meticulously investigated by marine biologists. One compelling hypothesis suggests that in oceans rich with planktonic blooms, larger body size could confer several advantages. A larger animal can cover more ground, or rather more water, encountering a greater volume of food. It also possesses a larger metabolic reserve, allowing it to endure periods of food scarcity. Furthermore, immense size often confers protection from predators. While juvenile whale sharks might fall prey to larger predatory sharks or orcas, a fully grown adult whale shark has virtually no natural enemies, its sheer bulk a formidable deterrent. The deep ocean currents, which carry vast nutrient-rich plumes of plankton across the globe, likely played a crucial role in shaping the migratory patterns and the very existence of these filter-feeding giants. Imagine the ancient ocean, a dynamic, ever-changing environment where warm and cold currents intertwined, creating fertile grounds for the proliferation of tiny life forms. Those early sharks that could efficiently exploit these mobile food sources that could grow large enough to traverse immense distances in search of the richest feeding grounds would have been the ones to thrive and pass on their advantageous traits. This evolutionary journey, spanning hundreds of millions of years, culminated in the magnificent creature we observe today, a shark that has transcended the typical predatory archetype of its kin. While its distant ancestors may have hunted with sharp teeth and swift movements, the whale shark chose a different path, one of peace and immense scale. Its very being is a living fossil, an echo of deep time carrying within its slow, deliberate movements the accumulated wisdom of countless generations. It is a creature perfected for its unique niche, a marvel of adaptation that reminds us of the endless possibilities inherent in the unfolding story of life on Earth. The cartilaginous skeleton, while a challenge for fossilization, also contributes to the whale shark's extraordinary buoyancy and flexibility. Unlike bony fish, which often have swim bladders for buoyancy control, sharks rely on a large, oil-rich liver and the inherent lightness of cartilage. This adaptation allows the whale shark to cruise effortlessly through varying depths, conserving energy as it navigates the three-dimensional world of the open ocean. Its flexible body, a legacy of its cartilaginous ancestors, enables its characteristic slow, powerful tail-driven propulsion, a movement so distinct from the more serpentine swimming of many other shark species. As we gently drift through the concept of its ancient lineage, we begin to perceive the whale shark not merely as a contemporary marvel, but as a living bridge to a primordial past. Each spot on its skin, each slow beat of its tail carries the whispers of evolutionary success, of adaptations honed over eons. It is a creature that has witnessed the rise and fall of countless species, the shifting of continents, and the profound changes in the Earth's climate. Its continued presence in our oceans is a testament to the enduring power of natural selection to craft forms of unimaginable beauty and profound resilience. A silent, ancient giant still navigating the vast, shimmering expanse of our modern seas. Its very existence invites us to contemplate the deep time of our planet and the intricate, beautiful story of life that continues to unfold beneath the waves. Anatomy of a Colossus. As the echoes of its ancient lineage gently subside, we now turn our attention to the physical manifestation of this evolutionary masterpiece, the very anatomy of the whale shark. A colossal and elegant structure finely tuned by millions of years of oceanic existence. Its form is a testament to functional design, a massive yet streamlined vessel perfectly adapted for its tranquil, filter-feeding life within the vast blue. At first glance, the sheer scale of Rhincodon typus commands awe. Its body, often described as torpedo-shaped, tapers gently from its broad, flattened head towards a powerful crescent-shaped tail. Imagine a structure that can stretch to the length of a small passenger aircraft, sometimes reaching 18 meters. Although the average adult measures closer to 10 or 12 meters, still an immense presence in the water. This elongated form, robust and muscular, allows for efficient movement through the water, minimizing drag as it glides with unhurried grace. The sheer volume of this creature is staggering, its mass often exceeding 20 metric tons, a living mountain of flesh and cartilage that moves with surprising lightness a paradox of immense weight and fluid motion. The skin of the whale shark is a marvel in itself, a thick protective hide that can measure up to 10 centimeters in thickness, making it one of the thickest skins in the animal kingdom. This dermal armor, a formidable barrier against the harshness of the open ocean, is not smooth, but rather covered in countless dermal denticles, tiny tooth-like scales that are characteristic of all sharks. These denticles, arranged in precise overlapping patterns, give the skin a rough, sandpaper-like texture when stroked from tail to head, but when stroked from head to tail, they contribute to the laminar flow of water over its surface, reducing drag and enhancing its hydrodynamic efficiency. It is a natural engineering feat, allowing such a massive body to move through the liquid medium with minimal resistance. Upon this canvas of thick, leathery skin, a celestial pattern unfolds. The dorsal surface, a rich tapestry of deep blue-gray, is adorned with an intricate scattering of pale, almost luminous spots and delicate horizontal and vertical stripes. These markings, unique to each individual whale shark, are like constellations mapped across its vast expanse, serving as a natural fingerprint. Scientists utilize these distinct patterns for individual identification, employing photo identification techniques, much like astronomers map stars, allowing them to track specific individuals across their vast migratory routes. This dappled coloration also provides a remarkable form of camouflage, helping the immense shark blend into the sun-dappled waters of the upper ocean, breaking up its immense silhouette against the shifting light and shadow. The head of the whale shark is perhaps its most striking feature. It is exceptionally broad and flattened, almost resembling a wide, blunt shovel from above, extending forward to a terminal mouth that is truly cavernous. This enormous opening, sometimes exceeding 1.5 meters in width, is not positioned underneath the head, as in many predatory sharks, but directly at the very front, a design optimized for its unique feeding strategy. Within this vast portal, rows upon rows of minuscule teeth, numbering in the thousands, are embedded. These teeth, each no larger than a match head, are utterly incapable of biting or tearing large prey. Their precise function in filter feeding is still a subject of scientific inquiry, but it is believed they may play a role in preventing the escape of small organisms, or perhaps in processing food closer to the gill rakers. Just behind the corners of this immense mouth, set far to the sides of its broad head, are its small, dark eyes. Disproportionately tiny compared to the overall size of the animal, these ancient orbs observe the watery world with a quiet intensity. While not possessing the sharp predatory vision of a great white shark, the whale shark's eyes are capable of detecting movement and changes in light, essential for navigating its vast environment and locating the plankton blooms upon which it feeds. They are often protected by a thick, bony ridge, a subtle adaptation against potential bumps or scrapes in the bustling plankton-rich waters. Flanking the sides of its massive head are 5 pairs of prominent gill slits, each a gateway for the continuous flow of water that sustains its life. It is within these gill slits that the true marvel of the whale shark's feeding apparatus resides. Unlike other sharks which possess simple gill arches, the whale shark has evolved a highly specialized filter feeding mechanism. Within each gill arch, a complex network of cartilaginous rods and sieve-like structures known as gill rakers forms an intricate filtering screen as the whale shark cruises slowly through the water. Its immense mouth agape vast volumes of water laden with plankton and small nekton are drawn in. The gill rakers effectively strain these microscopic organisms from the water, trapping them within this biological net, while the filtered water is expelled through the gill slits. This process is continuous, a silent, ceaseless harvest of the ocean's invisible bounty, enabling a creature of 20 tons to thrive on the smallest of morsels. Moving further along its majestic body, we encounter its powerful fins, each playing a crucial role in its navigation and stability. The two prominent dorsal fins set far back on its body act like stabilizers, preventing unwanted rolling and providing balance as it glides through the water. The first dorsal fin is significantly larger than the second, a strong triangular structure that cuts through the water with unwavering resolve. Beneath these, the two large pectoral fins positioned just behind the gill slits are broad and wing-like. These are not merely for steering. They also provide lift, helping to counteract the natural sinking tendency of a cartilaginous fish and contributing to its effortless buoyancy. Further back, closer to the tail, are the smaller pelvic fins and a single anal fin, both contributing to overall stability and fine-tuning its movements. But the true engine of the whale shark is its caudal fin, or tail. Unlike the heterocircle tail of many other shark species, where the upper lobe is significantly longer than the lower, the whale shark possesses a semi-lunate or crescent-shaped caudal fin. This powerful, symmetrical appendage is the primary source of propulsion. It moves with a slow, sweeping, side-to-side motion, driving the immense body forward with deliberate, rhythmic strokes. This tail-driven locomotion, distinct from the whole-body undulations of many other sharks, is highly efficient for a creature of its size, allowing it to cover immense distances with minimal energy expenditure, a slow, powerful pendulum swinging through the currents. Beneath this impressive external architecture lies a skeleton composed entirely of cartilage. This flexible, lightweight material is a defining characteristic of all sharks and plays a significant role in the whale shark's buoyancy. While bony fish often rely on a gas-filled swim bladder for buoyancy control, sharks lack this organ. Instead, the whale shark's cartilaginous skeleton, combined with a colossal, oil-rich liver that can account for up to 25% of its body weight, provides the necessary lift to remain suspended in the water column. The liver oil, being less dense than water, acts as a natural flotation device, allowing the whale shark to cruise at various depths without expending excessive energy to maintain its position. Internally, the whale shark's digestive system is a marvel of adaptation for its specialized diet. Its esophagus leads to a capacious stomach designed to hold vast quantities of plankton. The intestines are long and spiraled, increasing the surface area for nutrient absorption, ensuring that even the smallest organisms yield maximum sustenance for its immense body. Its circulatory system, powered by a robust heart, efficiently pumps blood throughout its colossal form, delivering oxygen and nutrients to every cell. While its sensory world might seem muted compared to a visually oriented predator, the whale shark possesses a finely tuned lateral line system, a series of sensory pores running along its flanks. This system detects subtle vibrations and pressure changes in the water, allowing it to perceive the movements of other creatures, and even the minute disturbances created by dense plankton blooms, guiding it towards its next silent feast. Like all sharks, it also possesses ampullae of Lorenzini, specialized electroreceptors concentrated around its snout. While less critical for a filter feeder than for a hunter of actively moving prey, these organs can detect faint electrical fields generated by living organisms, perhaps aiding in the detection of dense aggregations of zooplankton, or navigating through the Earth's geomagnetic field during its vast migrations. Every aspect of the whale shark's anatomy, from the thickness of its dappled skin to the intricate filtration system of its gills, from its powerful crescent-shaped tail to its buoyant cartilaginous skeleton speaks to a profound harmony with its oceanic environment. It is a living, breathing testament to the elegance of evolutionary design, a colossal yet gentle being whose very structure allows it to thrive as the largest fish on our planet, a silent, majestic Colossus drifting through the endless blue. The filter-feeding mastery. Following the intricate architecture of its colossal form, we now delve into the very essence of the whale shark's existence, the silent, continuous feast that sustains its immense being. This is a story of paradox, a narrative of the largest fish on Earth, thriving not through the raw power of predation, but through the delicate, incessant harvesting of the ocean's most minute inhabitants. It is a masterful demonstration of filter feeding, an elegant solution to the challenge of nourishing a 20-ton body with microscopic morsels. Imagine, if you will, the slow, deliberate motion of this magnificent creature as it glides through the sun-dappled upper layers of the ocean. Its massive head, broad and flattened, leads the way, and then with an almost imperceptible shift, its colossal mouth begins to part. This is not the sudden snapping lunge of a hunter, but a gradual, majestic opening revealing a dark, cavernous portal that can extend up to 1.5 meters across. As this immense aperture widens, it becomes a living funnel drawing in vast volumes of seawater with each slow, rhythmic forward movement. The water, rich with the invisible bounty of the ocean, flows inward, a continuous river entering the shark's internal world. This process, known as ram feeding, is the whale shark's primary method of sustenance. It simply swims forward, its mouth held wide open, allowing the sheer force of its momentum to push water and its suspended contents into its oral cavity. The speed is unhurried, often just a few kilometers per hour, a leisurely cruise that belies the immense volume of water being processed. It is a slow, methodical sweep through the nutrient-rich currents, a living net moving through the liquid landscape. The water, laden with countless tiny organisms, rushes past its minuscule teeth, which, as we noted, are utterly unsuited for tearing or chewing, but rather form a rough, almost brush-like surface within the vast entryway. The true marvel of this silent feast lies not in the mouth itself, but in the intricate, specialized structures housed within its gill slits. As the immense volume of water flows past the mouth and into the pharynx, it is directed towards 5 massive gill arches on each side of its head. Unlike the simple blood-rich filaments of most fish gills, the whale shark's gill arches are adorned with a complex cartilaginous latticework known as gill rakers. These rakers are not mere projections. They are an elaborate interlocking mesh, a finely woven biological sieve composed of hundreds of delicate, finger-like processes that form a dense internal filter. Each raker is precisely spaced, creating a barrier through which water can pass, but microscopic food particles are meticulously trapped. As the water, now teeming with its suspended life, flows over these gill rakers, the physics of filtration come into play. The water molecules, being far smaller than the planktonic organisms, are able to slip through the minute gaps in the mesh and exit the body through the gill slits. However, the plankton, the copepods, the krill larvae, the tiny fish eggs, the floating diatoms are too large to pass through. They are gently but firmly retained within the intricate network of the gill rakers, accumulating in the pharyngeal cavity. It is a continuous, elegant separation, a living machine extracting sustenance from the vastness of the ocean. Scientists believe that the whale shark also employs a more active form of feeding known as suction feeding, particularly when encountering exceptionally dense patches of food or when it wishes to remain stationary. In these instances, the whale shark will actively open and close its mouth, creating a powerful suction force that draws in water and its contents. Imagine the enormous mouth slowly closing, contracting the pharyngeal cavity, and then with a subtle muscular expansion rapidly opening again, creating a vacuum that pulls in everything within its immediate vicinity. This method allows it to efficiently gulp down concentrated aggregations of plankton, a more targeted and dynamic approach to its silent feast. Sometimes when feeding on very dense surface aggregations, whale sharks have even been observed to orient themselves vertically, their heads breaking the surface almost standing on their tails as they gulp down the rich, planktonic broth. This behavior, known as vertical feeding or sky feeding, is a rare and awe-inspiring sight, a living testament to its adaptability. The diet of the whale shark is surprisingly diverse, encompassing a wide array of planktonic and small nectonic organisms. Zooplankton forms the bulk of its diet, a collective term for the tiny animals that drift in the ocean currents. This includes copepods, minute crustaceans that are among the most abundant animals on Earth. Krill, small shrimp-like creatures that form the base of many marine food webs, and the larvae of various fish and invertebrates. It also consumes phytoplankton, the microscopic plant-like organisms that perform photosynthesis, essentially the grass of the ocean. Beyond these true plankton, the whale shark will also ingest small schooling fish, such as anchovies and sardines, and even small squid, particularly when these aggregations are dense and easily engulfed. It is not a picky eater, but rather an opportunistic harvester, consuming whatever suitable sustenance the ocean currents deliver into its path. The sheer volume of food required to sustain such a colossal body is immense. While precise measurements are challenging, it is estimated that an adult whale shark can process thousands of cubic meters of water per hour, filtering out kilograms of plankton daily. This continuous intake of relatively low-energy food dictates a lifestyle of constant slow movement and a relatively low metabolic rate. Unlike warm-blooded mammals that must constantly burn energy to maintain body temperature, the whale shark, like all fish, is ectothermic, its body temperature largely mirroring that of the surrounding water. This allows it to conserve energy, transforming the minute caloric content of plankton into the enormous mass of its body with remarkable efficiency. The whale shark's sensory systems play a crucial role in locating these ephemeral patches of food. While its small eyes may not be suited for detailed visual hunting, they are likely adept at detecting changes in light intensity and the presence of dense, dark aggregations of plankton. More importantly, its lateral line system, a series of specialized sensory pores running along its flanks, detects subtle vibrations and pressure changes in the water. This allows it to perceive the presence of dense plankton blooms, or even the movements of schooling fish long before it visually encounters them. Some scientists also theorize that its ampullae of Lorenzini electroreceptors common in sharks might play a subtle role, perhaps detecting the faint electrical fields generated by large aggregations of living organisms, guiding it towards the richest feeding grounds. The rhythmic breathing of the whale shark is intimately tied to its feeding. As water enters its mouth, it flows over the gill rakers and then over the delicate gill filaments where oxygen is extracted into the bloodstream. This constant unidirectional flow of water not only provides sustenance, but also the vital oxygen necessary for life. It is a continuous dual-purpose process, breathing and eating intertwined, each breath a silent gulp of life, each gulp a breath of oxygen. The feeding grounds of the whale shark are not arbitrary. They are deeply interconnected with the grand global patterns of ocean currents and nutrient upwelling. these majestic creatures are drawn to areas where cold, nutrient-rich water rises from the deep, bringing with it a surge of phytoplankton growth, which in turn supports a proliferation of zooplankton. Places like the waters off the Philippines, Mexico, Australia, and the Galapagos Islands become temporary havens, bustling with these gentle giants as they congregate to partake in the abundant seasonal feasts. Their migrations, which we will explore in a later chapter, are largely dictated by the pursuit of these rich planktonic buffets, a constant slow-motion chase across the vast oceanic expanse. The profound efficiency of the whale shark's filter-feeding mastery is a testament to the diverse strategies that evolution can sculpt. It is a creature that has found its niche at the very base of the oceanic food web, transforming the smallest elements of marine life into the largest fish on our planet. Its silent feast is a continuous act of gentle consumption, a demonstration that immense power need not be aggressive, and that true strength can be found in the quiet, steady rhythm of filtration. As we envision this colossal being gliding through the water, its mouth open wide, meticulously straining life from the currents, we are reminded of the intricate, delicate balance that sustains all life in the deep blue heart of our world. This silent, unhurried consumption is not just a biological process. It is a fundamental pillar of its existence, a constant, gentle intake of the ocean's breath. Beneath the sunlit surface, global habitats. Having absorbed the intricate mechanics of its silent feast, our journey now extends across the vast liquid embrace of the world's oceans, tracing the pathways and preferred domains of the whale shark. This colossal fish is not confined to a single corner of the globe. Rather, it is a truly circumglobal wanderer, its majestic presence gracing the warm, sunlit waters of tropical and temperate zones across the Atlantic, Pacific, and Indian Oceans. Its habitat is as boundless as the sea itself, defined not by fixed territories but by the ephemeral abundance of the microscopic life that sustains it. Imagine a band of warm, azure waters stretching around the Earth roughly between 30 degrees north and 30 degrees south latitude. This is the primary realm of the whale shark, a zone characterized by its consistent warmth, where water temperatures generally hover between 21 and 25 degrees Celsius. As an ectothermic creature, its internal body temperature largely mirrors that of its surroundings, making these balmy currents ideal for its metabolic processes. These tropical and subtropical regions are also often highly productive, experiencing the consistent sunlight necessary for phytoplankton to flourish, which in turn supports the rich zooplankton communities that form the bedrock of the whale shark's diet. While primarily a pelagic species, meaning it inhabits the open ocean far from coastal areas, the whale shark frequently ventures into shallower coastal waters, especially in specific areas renowned for their seasonal aggregations. It is here near vibrant coral reefs, atolls, and oceanic islands that humans most commonly encounter these gentle giants. These coastal visits are almost invariably linked to predictable localized blooms of plankton or the mass spawning events of other marine species, which create a temporary, concentrated buffet for the colossal filter feeder. The ability to transition seamlessly between the deep blue anonymity of the open ocean and the more structured, often sun-drenched environments closer to land highlights its adaptability and opportunistic nature. Let us drift through some of these renowned havens where the whale shark's presence becomes a predictable, albeit still awe-inspiring spectacle. Off the western coast of Australia, the Ningaloo reef emerges from the Indian Ocean, a vibrant, fringing coral system that annually hosts one of the largest and most reliable aggregations of whale sharks. Here, between March and July, the reef experiences a mass coral spawning event, releasing billions of eggs and sperm into the water, creating a nutrient-rich soup that attracts the whale sharks. Imagine the water shimmering with these tiny, ephemeral specks of life, drawing the giants from the deep to partake in this delicate, biological banquet. The shallow, clear waters of Ningaloo, bathed in golden sunlight, offer a perfect stage for observing these colossal feeders as they slowly process the milky, reproductive clouds. Across the vast expanse of the Pacific, the waters surrounding the Philippines, particularly around Donsol and Oslob, become seasonal gathering points. In these areas, local upwelling and nutrient cycles create conditions conducive to plankton blooms, attracting whale sharks in significant numbers. The visual experience is one of serene beauty as the enormous spotted forms glide just beneath the surface, their patterns momentarily catching the light before melting back into the deeper blues. Similarly, in the warm waters of Indonesia, particularly within Cenderawasih Bay, whale sharks exhibit a unique behavior, often seen feeding directly beneath local fishing platforms, known as bargans, where they consume small baitfish that spill from the nets, showcasing their opportunistic feeding strategies in a more localized, human-influenced context. Further across the Pacific, the remote and pristine Galapagos Islands, a crucible of evolution, also serve as a crucial habitat. Here, the convergence of multiple ocean currents creates a dynamic environment rich in nutrients and plankton, attracting whale sharks often of larger sizes and a higher proportion of mature females, suggesting these waters may play a role in their reproductive cycle, though this remains an area of active research. The cooler, upwelled waters around these volcanic islands provide a stark contrast to the warmer, more stagnant waters elsewhere. Yet the whale sharks are drawn by the promise of abundant food, demonstrating their tolerance for varied thermal conditions when sustenance is plentiful. In the Atlantic Ocean, particularly in the Caribbean Sea, the waters off the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico, especially near Isla Holbox, and Cancun, witness immense seasonal aggregations. During the summer months from May to September, warm surface waters combine with specific current patterns to create vast, dense patches of plankton, as well as the spawning aggregations of little tunny and other small fish. Imagine the sheer density of life, a swirling living broth that draws dozens, sometimes hundreds of whale sharks to these specific locations. Here, divers and snorkelers can experience the surreal sensation of swimming alongside these gentle behemoths, their vast mouths agape, silently processing the ocean's bounty, their spotted forms seeming to materialize from the shimmering blue. Even in the more remote reaches of the Indian Ocean countries like the Maldives and the Seychelles are known for their resident and transient whale shark populations. The atolls and submerged reefs of the Maldives, for instance, create intricate current patterns that concentrate plankton, providing a consistent food source throughout much of the year, allowing for more sustained encounters with these majestic creatures. Off the coast of Mozambique near Tofo, another significant aggregation site exists, where warm currents and nutrient upwelling foster conditions ideal for seasonal plankton blooms, drawing whale sharks to its shores. While the whale shark prefers the sunlit upper layers of the ocean for feeding, typically residing within the top 50 meters of the water column, they are also capable of remarkable deep dives. Tracking data from satellite tags has revealed that these giants can descend to depths exceeding 1,800 meters, where temperatures plummet and light vanishes entirely. The purpose of these deep dives is not fully understood, but scientists theorize several possibilities. They may be undertaken for thermoregulation, moving into cooler waters to escape warmer surface temperatures, or conversely warming up in the surface waters after a deep, cold dive. They could also be searching for different prey species that reside in the mesopelagic zone, or perhaps to escape predators, though adult whale sharks have few natural enemies. These vertical excursions highlight their adaptability and the vast three-dimensional nature of their habitat, stretching from the sun-kissed surface to the crushing inky blackness of the abyss. The global distribution of the whale shark is therefore not random but intricately linked to the dynamic, invisible forces of the ocean. Their nomadic existence is a perpetual quest for food, a slow, methodical journey guided by currents, temperature gradients, and the rhythms of planktonic life. They are truly creatures of the open ocean, yet their lives are deeply intertwined with the productivity of coastal areas, forming a vital link between the deep blue and the vibrant shallows. Their vast, shimmering habitat is a constant reminder of the interconnectedness of marine ecosystems, where the largest fish on Earth relies entirely on the health and abundance of its smallest inhabitants. As we envision these magnificent creatures drifting across continents of water beneath the endless shifting surface, we gain a deeper appreciation for the boundless, intricate world they call home. Mysterious migrations. If the whale shark's global habitats paint a picture of its preferred domains, then its migrations reveal the dynamic, pulsating heart of its existence, a grand rhythmic journey across the vast, liquid expanse. These movements are not arbitrary wanderings, but rather finely tuned responses to the ocean's ever-shifting bounty, a continuous quest driven by the fundamental need for sustenance and ultimately for the perpetuation of its species. The rhythms of the deep guide these colossal beings, pulling them across immense distances in a silent, ancient dance with the currents and the cycles of life. The primary impetus behind these epic journeys is overwhelmingly the pursuit of food. Imagine the ocean as a colossal, ever-changing garden where patches of microscopic life bloom and fade with seasonal regularity. The whale shark. A living testament to efficient foraging, must follow these invisible currents of sustenance, moving from one rich feeding ground to another as local conditions dictate. These feeding aggregations are often predictable, occurring at specific times of the year, in particular locations, drawing dozens, sometimes hundreds of these gentle giants from the vast anonymity of the open ocean. To unveil these intricate migratory patterns, scientists employ a blend of ingenious techniques. One of the most fundamental is photo-identification. Each whale shark, as we have learned, possesses a unique pattern of spots and stripes on its dorsal surface, particularly in the area just behind its gill slits. This natural fingerprint, as distinct as a human retina, allows researchers to identify individual sharks. Through meticulous photography and advanced image recognition software, these unique patterns are catalogued in global databases. When a specific shark is sighted again, perhaps thousands of kilometers away or years later, its journey can be slowly, patiently reconstructed. This method, reliant on the dedicated efforts of researchers and citizen scientists alike, paints a picture of individual movements, one gentle giant at a time. Supplementing this visual tracking, satellite tagging has revolutionized our understanding of whale shark movements. Imagine a small, sleek device gently attached to the dorsal fin of a whale shark, a temporary digital companion. This tag, equipped with sensors, meticulously records depth, temperature, and location data. When the whale shark surfaces, even for a brief moment, the tag transmits its stored information to orbiting satellites, leaving a digital breadcrumb trail across the ocean. These satellite signals, beamed back to researchers on land, reveal astounding journeys, transoceanic voyages stretching thousands upon thousands of kilometers. deep dives into the abyssal gloom, and the intricate pathways connecting distant feeding grounds. Through these combined efforts, a clearer, yet still profoundly mysterious picture of whale shark migration has begun to emerge. We know, for instance, that whale sharks regularly aggregate at specific hotspots like Ningaloo Reef in Western Australia, drawn by the mass coral spawning events that infuse the water with a rich, milky broth of eggs and sperm. After this seasonal feast, the sharks disperse, some embarking on incredibly long journeys across the Indian Ocean, their destinations often remaining unknown. Similarly, off the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico, vast numbers gather during the summer months to feed on plankton blooms and the spawning aggregations of small pelagic fish before once again melting back into the vastness of the Caribbean and Atlantic. Some of the most astonishing revelations have come from tracking individuals across entire ocean basins. A female whale shark tagged off the coast of the Galapagos Islands, for example, was tracked for over 700 days, traversing an incredible 13,000 kilometers across the open Pacific, reaching waters near the international date line. Such journeys underscore the truly global nature of their migrations, connecting seemingly disparate marine ecosystems and highlighting the need for international conservation efforts. These are not merely coastal dwellers. They are citizens of the entire ocean, their lives woven into the fabric of its deepest currents. Beyond these horizontal movements across the surface, whale sharks also engage in remarkable vertical migrations, plunging into the inky blackness of the deep ocean. Satellite data has shown individuals descending to depths exceeding 1,800 meters, where temperatures plummet to near freezing, and sunlight is an ancient memory. The purpose of these profound dives remains a subject of intense scientific speculation. Scientists theorize several possibilities. They may be undertaken for thermoregulation, moving into cooler waters to escape warmer surface temperatures, or conversely warming up in the surface waters after a deep cold dive. These deep excursions could also be a search for different prey species that reside in the mesopelagic zone, the twilight layer of the ocean, or perhaps a strategy to avoid predators, though adult whale sharks have few natural enemies. Some researchers even suggest that these deep dives could be a form of navigation, allowing them to detect subtle changes in the Earth's magnetic field, or deep water currents, using these as an invisible map. One of the most profound and enduring mysteries surrounding whale shark migration is the location of their breeding and pupping grounds. Despite decades of research, no one has ever definitively observed whale sharks mating or giving birth in the wild. We know that they are ovoviviparous, meaning the eggs hatch inside the mother's body, and she gives birth to live young. A single pregnant female captured in Taiwan contained over 300 embryos each, a miniature perfectly formed whale shark, approximately 40 to 60 centimeters in length. This discovery suggests a highly prolific reproductive strategy, yet the place where these incredible events unfold remains a secret held by the deep. Scientists hypothesize that mature female whale sharks undertake specific, perhaps very deep migrations to remote, undisturbed areas of the ocean to give birth, ensuring the safety of their vulnerable young. These nurseries, if they exist, are likely far from human observation, perhaps in the vast, unexplored expanses of the open ocean, or in deep water environments that are difficult to access. The absence of juveniles in most known feeding aggregations further supports the idea of distinct, secluded nursery habitats. The search for these elusive breeding grounds is a primary focus of current research, as understanding their reproductive biology is crucial for effective conservation. How do these colossal, slow-moving creatures navigate across such immense, seemingly featureless stretches of ocean? This question probes the very depths of their sensory capabilities. While their small eyes may not be suited for long-distance visual navigation, they possess a sophisticated suite of other senses. Their lateral line system, a series of sensory pores running along their flanks, is exquisitely sensitive to vibrations and pressure changes in the water. This allows them to detect ocean currents, subtle eddies, and even the distant movements of large plankton aggregations. Olfaction, their sense of smell, is also likely highly developed. Imagine the subtle chemical signatures carried by ocean currents, the faint scent of a distant plankton bloom, or the unique chemical composition of a specific feeding ground. Scientists believe whale sharks may use these olfactory cues to track their way across the ocean, following invisible trails of scent to their destinations. Furthermore, a growing body of evidence suggests that sharks, including the whale shark, may possess a remarkable ability known as magnetoreception. This is the capacity to detect and utilize the Earth's geomagnetic field as an invisible internal compass. Imagine the Earth's magnetic field as a subtle, omnipresent grid, a silent, invisible map woven into the very fabric of our planet. By sensing variations in this field, whale sharks could potentially orient themselves and navigate vast distances even in the absence of visual cues or strong chemical gradients. This ability, while still under active investigation, offers a compelling explanation for their precise long-distance movements across the open ocean. The rhythms of whale shark migration are therefore a complex interplay of environmental cues, physiological needs, and ancient inherited navigational instincts. They are creatures perfectly attuned to the pulse of the ocean, their journeys a reflection of its boundless energy and its ceaseless cycles of life and death. Understanding these mysterious migrations is not merely an academic exercise. It is fundamental to their survival. Identifying critical feeding grounds, understanding the pathways that connect them, and most importantly, locating their elusive breeding grounds are all vital steps in ensuring the continued existence of this gentle giant. Their long, silent journeys remind us of the interconnectedness of our global oceans and the profound, beautiful mysteries that still lie hidden beneath the sunlit surface. Reproduction and early years. The profound rhythms of the deep which guide the whale shark's majestic migrations across vast oceanic expanses lead us inevitably to an even more reclusive and enigmatic chapter of its life: the silent, unseen processes of reproduction and the earliest echoes of its existence. Despite its colossal size and its occasional proximity to human observers, the intimate details of the whale shark's courtship, mating, and birth remain one of the ocean's most closely guarded secrets, a testament to the immense, unexplored depths of our blue planet. What we do know, however, paints a fascinating picture of its reproductive strategy. Unlike many other fish that release vast numbers of eggs into the open water, and distinct from mammals that nourish their young internally through a placenta, the whale shark is oviviparous. This means that the female retains her eggs within her body, where they hatch internally. The developing embryos encased in their protective egg cases draw nourishment from a yolk sac, much like a bird embryo in an egg. They remain within the mother until they are fully developed and ready to face the challenges of the open ocean. This strategy offers a significant advantage. It provides the developing young with a prolonged period of protection within the safety of the mother's immense body, shielding them from the myriad dangers of the early marine environment. The most pivotal, and indeed almost singular piece of evidence illuminating this aspect of whale shark life came from a remarkable discovery in 1995. Off the coast of Taiwan, a large female whale shark measuring 10.6 meters in length was inadvertently caught. What stunned researchers upon examination was the revelation of her gravid state. She was pregnant, carrying an astonishing number of embryos within her 2 uteri. Imagine the awe of the scientists as they carefully examined this biological treasure chest, finding over 300 perfectly formed miniature whale sharks, each nestled within its own egg capsule. These unborn pups, ranging in size from 40 to 60 centimeters, were at various stages of development, suggesting that the mother was capable of staggered birth, delivering her young over an extended period. This incredible find provided the first definitive proof of the whale shark's ovoviviparous nature and offered a rare, unparalleled glimpse into the potential scale of its reproductive capacity. The sheer number of pups discovered within that single female suggests a strategy designed to maximize survival in a challenging environment where even a 40-centimeter shark faces considerable threats. Each tiny embryo was a testament to the slow, deliberate process of development within the maternal sanctuary, growing from a fertilized egg into a fully functional, albeit miniature version of the colossal adult. The implication of staggered birth, where pups are born individually or in small batches over time, would allow the mother to continue feeding and migrating without the sudden, immense physiological burden of delivering hundreds of young all at once. It is a nuanced, energy-efficient approach to reproduction for such a large, slow-growing animal. Despite the tantalizing insights from the Taiwan specimen, the actual act of mating and the precise duration of the gestation period remain shrouded in profound mystery. The intimate dance of whale-shark courtship has never been witnessed by human eyes, leaving scientists to theorize about how these colossal yet gentle beings come together to perpetuate their lineage. It is believed that mating likely occurs in deep, secluded waters, far from the bustling surface, perhaps in remote oceanic trenches, or during specific deep-water aggregations where mature individuals might converge. The male whale shark, like other sharks, possesses paired reproductive organs called claspers, which are used to transfer sperm to the female. Given the immense size and robust nature of these animals, the act of mating would undoubtedly be a powerful, perhaps even ponderous event, occurring far from any observing gaze. The gestation period, the time from conception to birth, is also unknown, but scientists hypothesize it is likely to be exceptionally long, perhaps extending over 1 or 2 years, or even longer. This extended gestation would be consistent with the slow growth rates and late sexual maturity observed in other large, long-lived shark species. Such a prolonged internal development period would allow the pups to grow to a substantial size before birth, increasing their chances of survival once they enter the vast, unpredictable ocean. After birth, the newborn whale shark, a miniature version of its colossal parents measuring approximately 40 to 60 centimeters, is immediately independent. There is no parental care, a common trait among most shark species. The young whale sharks are born ready to swim, to filter feed, and to navigate their watery world on their own. But where do these vulnerable newborns begin their lives? This is perhaps the greatest enduring enigma of whale shark biology, the location of their nursery grounds. Despite extensive research and countless hours of observation in known whale shark aggregation sites, sightings of very young whale sharks are exceedingly rare. This suggests that the nursery areas where the young spend their earliest, most vulnerable years are likely in remote, perhaps deep water, or pelagic environments that offer protection from predators and a plentiful supply of suitable food. Scientists theorize that these nurseries could be in vast open ocean expanses far from coastal reefs, or perhaps in specific deep-water upwelling zones, where plankton is abundant but larger predators are less prevalent. The very rarity of juvenile sightings underscores the importance of these unknown safe havens for the species' survival. The early years of a whale shark's life are undoubtedly fraught with peril. Despite their relatively large size at birth, young whale sharks would still be vulnerable to a range of predators, including large predatory sharks like tiger sharks, or even oceanic orcas, which are known to prey on other large marine animals. The theory of secluded nursery grounds provides a compelling explanation for their low visibility, allowing them to grow larger and more resilient before joining the migratory adult populations. Growth for the whale shark is a slow and steady process, a testament to its long lifespan. Scientists estimate that whale sharks grow at a remarkably deliberate pace, taking many years, even decades, to reach sexual maturity. Research often involving the analysis of growth rings in their vertebrae, similar to tree rings, suggests that males may reach sexual maturity around the age of 25 to 30 years, while females may mature even later, perhaps closer to 30 to 50 years. This extended period of immaturity means that each individual whale shark that reaches adulthood represents a profound investment of time and resources by the species. This slow growth and late maturity have significant implications for the conservation of the species. If populations decline due to human pressures, their inherent biological characteristics, long gestation, few offspring relative to their size, and delayed reproduction mean that they are slow to recover. It takes many years for new generations to become reproductively active, making them particularly vulnerable to overfishing or habitat degradation. The lifespan of a whale shark is equally impressive, reflecting its slow, deliberate pace of life. Current estimates derived from growth models and tagging studies suggest that these gentle giants can live for 70 years, and possibly even up to 130 years or more. Imagine a creature swimming through the oceans for over a century, witnessing the ebb and flow of countless seasons, the silent changing of the tides, and the slow unfolding of marine ecosystems. This longevity speaks to a life lived without hurry, a sustained existence perfectly attuned to the rhythms of its vast watery home. The echoes of life within the whale shark, from the unseen act of conception to the unobserved birth in some distant secret nursery, speak to a profound ancient wisdom embedded within its very being. It is a creature that invests deeply in each offspring, nurturing them internally until they are robust enough to begin their own slow journey through the ocean's expanse. The mysteries surrounding their reproduction are a powerful reminder of how much remains unknown about the magnificent life that thrives beneath the waves, inviting us to contemplate the silent miracles that unfold in the deep blue heart of our world. Each tiny spotted pup born into that vastness carries the promise of 100 years of graceful, gentle wandering. Behavior and interactions. Having explored the profound mysteries of their reproduction and early years, we now turn our attention to the daily lives of these colossal beings, observing the quiet ballet of their behavior and their interactions within the vast, shimmering expanse of the ocean. For the most part, the whale shark is a creature of solitude, a solitary drifter navigating its boundless liquid world with an unhurried, independent spirit. Imagine a single immense form, its star-dusted skin shimmering faintly beneath the surface, moving with a deliberate, almost meditative pace through the endless blue. This is the typical image of a whale shark in its natural habitat. Unlike many schooling fish or highly social marine mammals, whale sharks generally lead solitary lives. They are not known to form complex social structures, nor do they appear to rely on intricate group dynamics for hunting or protection. Each whale shark is a self-sufficient entity, a living vessel propelled by its own quiet purpose, traversing the vastness of the ocean in its continuous quest for sustenance. However, this solitary nature is not absolute. There are specific predictable times and places where whale sharks congregate in remarkable numbers, creating some of the most spectacular marine aggregations on Earth. These gatherings, often involving dozens, sometimes even hundreds of individuals, are almost exclusively driven by the abundance of food. When a rich plankton bloom erupts or a mass spawning event of fish or coral occurs, whale sharks will converge, drawn by the irresistible promise of an effortless feast. These temporary congregations are not social events in the traditional sense, but rather a functional gathering, a collective response to a localized abundance of food. Even within these large aggregations, the interactions between individual whale sharks are generally minimal and peaceful. They swim alongside one another, often in close proximity, their massive mouths agape, each silently filtering the same rich waters. There is little evidence of aggression, territorial displays, or complex communication. Instead, a quiet harmony prevails, a shared focus on the abundant meal. Imagine a vast underwater banquet hall where each guest, immense and graceful, moves with quiet respect for the others, all partaking in the same bountiful spread. When whale sharks do interact, it is often subtle. Observers have noted occasional gentle bumping or brushing as they navigate crowded feeding grounds, but these interactions appear to be accidental or minor, causing no discernible distress. There is a profound sense of tolerance and placidity that defines their collective presence, a testament to their gentle nature. Beyond their own kind, whale sharks share their expansive habitat with a myriad of other marine creatures, and their interactions with these species are largely benign, often mutually beneficial or simply ignored. One of the most common and fascinating interspecies relationships involves remoras, also known as suckerfish. These smaller fish, typically dark grey with a distinctive oval-shaped suction cup on their heads, attach themselves firmly to the skin of the whale shark. They are not parasites. Rather, they are commensalists, meaning they benefit from the association without significantly harming or benefiting their host. Imagine a living entourage, a retinue of remoras clinging to the rough, dappled skin of the gentle giant, hitching a free ride across the ocean. They feed on parasites found on the whale shark's skin, on discarded food scraps from its filter feeding, and on the plankton stirred up by its massive movements. In return, the whale shark gains a form of mobile cleaning service as the remoras help keep its skin free of external irritants. This symbiotic relationship is a common sight, painting an image of the whale shark as a moving island, a living ecosystem, supporting a community of smaller life. Other fish species, particularly smaller schooling fish, are often observed swimming in close proximity to whale sharks. These fish may use the immense body of the whale shark as a mobile shelter, a moving refuge from larger predators. The sheer size of the whale shark, coupled with its non-predatory nature towards larger animals, makes it an ideal companion. Imagine schools of fish darting in and out of the shadow, cast by the whale shark's vast form, finding safety in its unhurried passage. Birds, particularly seabirds like boobies and frigate birds, are also known to associate with whale sharks, especially during feeding aggregations. These birds, with their keen eyesight, often spot the dense plankton blooms from above, using the presence of the whale sharks as a reliable indicator of a rich food source. They will dive into the surface waters, snatching small fish and plankton, creating a vibrant multi-species feeding frenzy that spans both air and sea, all centered around the silent feast of the whale sharks. Despite their immense size, adult whale sharks have remarkably few natural predators. Their sheer bulk and thick skin make them a formidable challenge for almost any other marine animal. While very young, newly born whale sharks might be vulnerable to large predatory sharks like tiger sharks or oceanic white-tip sharks, or even to pods of orcas, a fully grown adult whale shark is largely immune to predation. This lack of natural enemies further contributes to their calm, unhurried demeanor. They move through the ocean with an innate sense of security, their colossal size, their ultimate defense. The behavior of whale sharks towards humans is one of profound placidity, and at times what appears to be a gentle curiosity. Encounters with whale sharks are highly sought after by divers and snorkelers, and it is almost universally reported that these animals exhibit no aggression whatsoever. They often allow humans to swim alongside them, maintaining a steady, unhurried pace, seemingly unperturbed by the presence of these smaller, air-breathing creatures. Imagine the surreal experience of gliding alongside a living mountain, its vast, spotted form moving with such serene indifference, its small eyes perhaps momentarily turning to acknowledge your presence before returning to its silent journey. However, it is crucial to remember that despite their gentle nature, whale sharks are wild animals of immense power. While they do not intentionally harm humans, an accidental bump from their massive body or a sweep of their powerful tail could cause injury. Responsible interaction guidelines emphasize maintaining a respectful distance, avoiding sudden movements, and never attempting to touch, ride, or obstruct their path. The goal is always to observe them on their terms, allowing them to continue their natural behaviors undisturbed. Whale sharks also exhibit various behaviors related to their environment and physiology. They are known to bask at the surface, particularly in warmer waters, often appearing to rest just beneath the waves, their dorsal fins occasionally breaking the surface. This behavior may be related to thermoregulation, allowing them to absorb warmth from the sun-drenched surface waters, or simply a period of reduced activity. They are also known to perform barrel rolls, or other acrobatic movements when feeding on very dense plankton patches, sometimes turning sideways or even upside down to maximize their intake, a surprisingly dynamic display from such a ponderous creature. The quiet intelligence of the whale shark, while not expressed through complex social rituals, is evident in its adaptability and its efficient navigation of a dynamic environment. Its ability to locate and exploit ephemeral food sources across vast distances, its tolerance for a wide range of oceanic conditions, and its remarkable longevity all speak to a highly successful evolutionary strategy. In essence, the whale shark's behavior is a reflection of its fundamental nature, a gentle, solitary giant perfectly attuned to the rhythms of its oceanic home. Its interactions, whether with its own kind, with remoras, or with the curious human observer, are almost always characterized by an inherent peacefulness. It drifts through the deeper living testament to the power of a quiet, unhurried existence, a magnificent embodiment of serenity in the boundless blue. Its movements are slow, deliberate, a continuous meditation on the vastness of its world, inviting us to slow our own pace and observe the quiet majesty of its journey. Threats to survival. Having gently drifted through the quiet ballet of the whale shark's daily life, observing its solitary grace and peaceful interactions, we must now turn our gaze towards a more somber reality. Even for a creature of such immense size and gentle demeanor, dwelling in the vastness of the open ocean, the world holds profound threats. The whale shark, this living testament to ancient seas, is not immune to the pressures of a rapidly changing planet, and its future, like that of so many other magnificent species, hangs in a delicate balance. It is a silent guardian of the deep, now facing challenges that threaten its very existence. For centuries, the whale shark, due to its pelagic nature and the sheer logistical difficulty of hunting such a colossal animal, remained relatively untouched by human exploitation. However, in recent decades, this has dramatically shifted. The most direct and devastating threat to whale shark populations has been targeted fishing. In certain regions, primarily in parts of Asia, these gentle giants were historically hunted for their meat fins and liver oil. Imagine the immense body of a whale shark slowly hauled from the ocean, its immense mass reduced to commodities. Though international trade regulations have significantly curtailed this practice, illegal and unregulated fishing persists in some areas, driven by demand and economic pressures. The slow growth rate and late sexual maturity of whale sharks make them particularly vulnerable to overfishing. Removing even a relatively small number of breeding adults can have profound and long-lasting impacts on the population's ability to recover. Beyond targeted fishing, whale sharks are also highly susceptible to accidental capture known as bycatch in various commercial fisheries. Their immense size and habit of feeding near the surface make them vulnerable to entanglement in large fishing nets such as purse seines used for tuna, or to being struck by long lines. Imagine a whale shark silently gliding through the ocean, its mouth agape in its continuous gentle feast, suddenly encountering an invisible wall of netting. The struggle to escape can lead to severe injuries, exhaustion, and ultimately drowning. Even if released, the stress and physical trauma can significantly impact their survival. The sheer scale of global fishing operations means that these accidental encounters, though often unintended, contribute significantly to population declines. Another insidious threat, often invisible yet pervasive, is habitat degradation and pollution. The oceans, once pristine, are now burdened by a relentless influx of human-made waste. Plastics in particular pose a grave danger. Imagine a whale shark filtering vast volumes of seawater, inadvertently ingesting microplastics, tiny fragments that are now ubiquitous in the marine environment. While the direct physiological impacts of microplastic ingestion on whale sharks are still being researched, it is plausible that these particles could accumulate in their digestive systems, potentially causing blockages, reducing nutrient absorption, or leaching harmful chemicals into their tissues. The cumulative effect of such pollution on their long-term health and reproductive success is a growing concern. Chemical pollution from agricultural runoff to industrial discharge also infiltrates the marine environment, disrupting delicate ecosystems and potentially impacting the whale shark's food sources. Heavy metals and persistent organic pollutants can bioaccumulate up the food chain, eventually reaching these filter feeders. While whale sharks feed low on the food chain, the sheer volume of water they process means they could be exposed to significant concentrations of these toxins, potentially affecting their immune systems, reproductive health, or overall vitality. Climate change, a global phenomenon, presents perhaps the most overarching and complex threat to whale sharks. Imagine the subtle yet profound shifts occurring within the ocean's intricate systems. Rising ocean temperatures can alter the distribution and abundance of plankton, the very foundation of the whale shark's diet. If their primary food sources shift to colder, deeper, or entirely different regions, whale sharks will be forced to adapt. Their migratory patterns expend more energy in search of food or face starvation. Changes in ocean currents driven by a warming planet can also disrupt the predictable upwelling events that create nutrient-rich feeding grounds, further impacting their ability to find sustenance. Ocean acidification. A direct consequence of increased carbon dioxide absorption by the oceans poses another long-term threat. As seawater becomes more acidic, it can impact the ability of shell-forming organisms, such as pteropods and copepods, key components of the whale shark's diet to build and maintain their shells. A decline in these foundational species could have cascading effects throughout the marine food web, ultimately impacting the whale shark's food supply and the delicate balance of the ecosystems it inhabits. Collisions with vessels, particularly large commercial ships, represent another significant, though often underreported threat. Imagine a whale shark slowly cruising near the surface, its immense form largely hidden beneath the waves, suddenly in the path of a fast-moving cargo ship. The sheer size of these vessels and the speed at which they travel make evasive action impossible for the ponderous whale shark. Such collisions can result in severe, often fatal injuries, including deep propeller cuts or massive internal trauma. In areas where shipping lanes intersect with whale shark aggregation sites or migratory corridors, the risk of these tragic encounters increases significantly. The burgeoning industry of marine tourism, while often a powerful force for conservation and awareness, also presents its own set of challenges if not managed responsibly. Imagine dozens of boats and hundreds of snorkelers converging on a whale shark aggregation, all vying for a closer look. While the gentle nature of these animals means they rarely react aggressively, excessive disturbance can alter their natural feeding behaviors, stress them, or even lead to physical injury from accidental contact with boats or people. Over-tourism can also degrade the very habitats that attract them through anchor damage to reefs or increased localized pollution. The balance between allowing people to experience these magnificent creatures and ensuring their undisturbed well-being is a delicate one, requiring careful regulation and adherence to strict codes of conduct. The cumulative effect of these various threats is a profound concern for the long-term survival of the whale shark. With their slow growth rates, late sexual maturity, and long lifespans, whale shark populations are inherently slow to recover from declines. This makes them particularly vulnerable to sustained pressures. The International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN, has as a result elevated the whale shark's conservation status to endangered, a somber classification that underscores the urgent need for protective measures. The whale shark, in its silent, majestic journey through the oceans, is a living barometer of the health of our planet's marine ecosystems. Its vulnerability to human activities serves as a powerful reminder of our interconnectedness with the natural world and the profound responsibility we bear for its preservation. These threats, often unseen by those of us on land, are a constant presence in the whale shark's world, challenging its ancient resilience. As we contemplate these dangers, we are called to consider the role each of us plays in safeguarding the future of this gentle giant, this silent guardian of the deep. Its continued existence is a testament to the ocean's enduring power, but also a fragile hope in a world increasingly shaped by human hands. Conservation efforts. Having contemplated the shadows that fall upon the gentle giant's path, revealing the quiet vulnerabilities of even the most immense creatures, we now turn our gaze towards the light of human endeavor. For this magnificent spotted wanderer, the future, though fragile, is not without hope. A growing chorus of voices, from dedicated scientists and passionate conservationists to informed governments and local communities, is rising to become the vigilant guardians of the whale shark, striving to ensure its continued majestic presence in our oceans. The first crucial step in safeguarding the whale shark involved its recognition on the international stage as a species requiring urgent protection. In 2002, a landmark decision was made by the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora, universally known as CITES. Delegates from nations across the globe gathering with a shared understanding of the whale shark's plight voted to list Rhincodon typus. On Appendix 2 of the Convention, imagine the solemnity of that moment, a global consensus acknowledging the silent suffering of these ocean giants. This listing does not ban all trade, but it imposes stringent regulations requiring permits for any international trade in whale shark products. This crucial measure was designed to curb the rampant, often illegal fishing that had decimated populations in certain regions, particularly in parts of Asia. It acts as a powerful deterrent, making it significantly more difficult for illegal markets to thrive and for unsustainable fishing practices to continue unchecked. The CITES listing serves as a foundational pillar, providing the legal framework for international cooperation and encouraging individual nations to enact their own robust domestic protections. Building upon this international framework, many countries whose waters are graced by the presence of whale sharks have taken decisive action at a national and regional level. Imagine a patchwork of protected zones shimmering across the globe, each a sanctuary for these gentle giants. Nations like the Philippines, Mexico, Australia, the Maldives, Indonesia, and Belize have implemented comprehensive laws banning the fishing, capture, or harm of whale sharks within their territorial waters. These legislative acts are not mere words on paper. They represent a profound commitment backed by enforcement to protect these vulnerable filter feeders. In some cases, these protections extend to creating specific marine protected areas or MPAs, designated zones where human activities are carefully managed to minimize impact and allow marine life to thrive. Consider the Ningaloo coast in Western Australia, a UNESCO World Heritage Site and home to the Ningaloo Marine Park. Here, a thriving whale shark ecotourism industry operates under strict, carefully enforced regulations. Imagine the calm, clear waters where interaction guidelines dictate a respectful distance, limiting the number of swimmers allowed near a shark at any one time, and prohibiting touching or chasing. These rules are designed to ensure that the whale sharks are not unduly stressed or disturbed, allowing them to continue their natural feeding and migratory behaviors without interruption. The economic benefits generated by this responsible tourism, providing livelihoods for local communities, create a powerful incentive for continued protection, fostering a shared stewardship over these magnificent creatures. Similarly, in the waters off the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico, particularly around Isla Holbox and Cancun, where immense aggregations of whale sharks gather during the summer months, strict regulations are in place. Boat operators must adhere to designated zones, speed limits are enforced, and the number of visitors in the water with a whale sharks is carefully controlled. These measures are critical in mitigating the risk of vessel collisions and reducing harassment, allowing the sharks to feed and rest in relative peace. The vibrant, thriving ecotourism here demonstrates that human interaction can coexist with conservation, provided it is managed with profound respect and scientific understanding. At the heart of effective conservation lies rigorous scientific research and continuous monitoring. Imagine dedicated teams of scientists quietly observing meticulously, collecting data, slowly piecing together the intricate puzzle of the whale shark's life. Photo identification, as we have discussed, remains a cornerstone of this effort. Researchers and citizen scientists around the world contribute images of whale sharks, each unique spot pattern catalogued in global databases like Wildbook for whale sharks. This collaborative effort allows scientists to track individual sharks over decades and across vast distances, revealing their migratory routes, growth rates, and population dynamics. It is a slow, patient unveiling of their secret lives, each photograph a precious data point. Satellite tagging, another vital tool, continues to provide unprecedented insights into their movements. Imagine a small, unobtrusive tag gently affixed to a whale shark's dorsal fin, broadcasting its silent journey to orbiting satellites. This technology reveals not only their vast horizontal migrations across ocean basins, but also their remarkable deep dives into the abyssal gloom. This data is critical for identifying key feeding grounds, crucial migratory corridors, and potential breeding areas, allowing conservationists to advocate for the protection of these essential habitats. Understanding where whale sharks go and why is paramount to protecting them throughout their entire life cycle. Beyond tracking, scientists are also engaged in genetic studies analyzing DNA samples to understand population structure, genetic diversity, and connectivity between different groups of whale sharks. This information helps determine if distinct populations exist and whether they are interbreeding, which is vital for understanding their long-term resilience and designing effective management strategies. Health assessments, including the study of stress hormones, injuries, and the presence of microplastics or pollutants in their tissues, provide crucial insights into the overall well-being of the populations and the impacts of human activities. Education and community engagement are equally vital components of conservation. Imagine local communities once perhaps viewing whale sharks as a resource for exploitation, now seeing them as a source of pride and economic opportunity through ecotourism. Conservation initiatives often involve working directly with fishermen, teaching them best practices for avoiding accidental bycatch and for safely releasing any entangled sharks. Workshops and outreach programs raise awareness among coastal communities about the ecological importance of whale sharks and the benefits of protecting them. Empowering local populations to become stewards of their marine environment fosters a deeper, more sustainable relationship with these majestic creatures. Addressing the pervasive issue of bycatch requires innovative solutions. Scientists and engineers are actively exploring and developing whale shark-friendly fishing gear, such as modified nets or acoustic deterrents designed to minimize accidental entanglement. Policymakers are implementing time and area closures for fisheries during peak whale shark aggregation seasons, further reducing the risk of unintended capture. These efforts require close collaboration between conservation organizations, fishing industries, and government agencies, fostering a shared commitment to sustainable practices. Combating illegal trade remains an ongoing challenge. International cooperation between law enforcement agencies, improved surveillance of potential trade routes, and public awareness campaigns aimed at reducing demand for whale shark products are all crucial elements in this fight. Imagine a world where the demand for such products vanishes, leaving the gentle giants to swim unmolested in their ocean home. Finally, the overarching threats of climate change and ocean pollution demand global systemic action. While conservation efforts can protect specific populations and habitats, the long-term survival of the whale shark is inextricably linked to the health of the entire ocean. Reducing global greenhouse gas emissions, transitioning to renewable energy sources, and drastically curbing plastic pollution are monumental tasks, but they are essential for creating a healthy, stable marine environment where whale sharks and all marine life can thrive. Local initiatives such as improving waste management in coastal areas and mitigating agricultural runoff also play a crucial role in reducing localized pollution impacts. The future of the whale shark is indeed fragile, woven into the delicate balance of our planet's ecosystems. But it is a future that is actively being shaped by the collective will of humanity, by the tireless dedication of those who champion its cause. Imagine a sustained global effort, a gentle but firm hand extended in protection across the vastness of the ocean. Each research expedition, each protective law, each educational program, each responsible interaction adds a thread of hope to this fragile future. The silent guardians of the deep are not only the whale sharks themselves, but also those who strive to ensure their continued majestic journey through the deep blue, a testament to the enduring beauty and wonder of our shared planet. The science of discovery. To truly protect a creature of such profound mystery, one must first endeavor to understand it, to gently lift the curtains of the deep and peer into its silent world. This ongoing quest for knowledge, the unveiling of secrets, is the domain of science, a patient and persistent endeavor that illuminates the life of the whale shark, one carefully gathered piece of data at a time. The journey of scientific discovery, from early fleeting observations to the sophisticated technologies of today, is a testament to humanity's enduring fascination with this gentle giant. For many years after its initial scientific description in 1828, the whale shark remained largely an enigma, a colossal ghost of the ocean. Sightings were rare, often anecdotal, and scientific understanding was limited to the few specimens that were caught or washed ashore. Researchers could marvel at its immense size, its unique spot patterns, and its filter-feeding mouth. But the intimate details of its life, its movements, its lifespan, its reproductive secrets remained locked within the vast, unexplored expanses of its oceanic home. It was a creature known more by its imposing presence than by its actual biology. The true era of discovery began to unfold with the advent of more advanced observation techniques and, crucially, a shift in human interaction from exploitation to conservation. One of the most fundamental and powerful tools in modern whale shark research is photo identification. Imagine the dorsal surface of a whale shark, a living canvas of deep blue-gray adorned with a unique, seemingly random scattering of pale, almost luminous spots and stripes. These markings, particularly in the area just behind the gills, are as distinct as human fingerprints, an immutable signature etched by nature itself. Researchers now meticulously photograph these patterns using specialized camera equipment and even underwater drones to capture these vital details. These photographs are then processed using sophisticated algorithms, originally developed by astronomers to map star constellations. This remarkable application of technology allows scientists to compare new images with a vast, ever-growing global database, identifying individual sharks with astonishing accuracy. This database, known as Wild Book for Whale Sharks, is a monumental collaborative effort, compiling millions of images contributed by researchers, conservationists, and even citizen scientists from around the world. Imagine a single photograph taken off the coast of Mexico being matched to an image taken years earlier off the Philippines, revealing a trans-Pacific journey, a silent testament to the shark's incredible migratory capabilities. This non-invasive method allows scientists to track individuals over decades, monitor population sizes, estimate growth rates, and identify critical aggregation sites without ever having to recapture the animal. It is a patient collective unveiling of their long, silent lives. While photo identification reveals where and when a shark has been seen, satellite telemetry provides a dynamic, real-time window into their movements across the boundless ocean. Imagine a small, sleek tag, no larger than a soda can carefully and gently affixed to the dorsal fin of a whale shark. These ingenious devices, often referred to as satellite-linked archival transmitters, or spot tags, contain sensors that record depth temperature and precise location data. When the whale shark surfaces, even for a brief moment, the tag transmits its stored information to orbiting satellites, leaving a digital breadcrumb trail across the ocean's surface. The data streamed from these tags has revolutionized our understanding of whale shark migrations. It has revealed epic transoceanic journeys stretching thousands upon thousands of kilometers, connecting seemingly disparate feeding grounds across entire ocean basins. Imagine tracing the path of a single shark from the warm waters of the Indian Ocean to the distant expanses of the Pacific, a continuous, unhurried voyage guided by unseen currents and an innate sense of direction. These tags also unveil the whale shark's remarkable vertical movements. They show these giants not only cruising in the sunlit upper layers, but also undertaking profound, often rapid dives to depths exceeding 1,800 meters into the cold, inky blackness of the abyss. The purpose of these deep dives, whether for thermoregulation, searching for different prey, or perhaps even navigation, remains a fascinating area of ongoing scientific inquiry. Each data point a whispered clue from the deep. Complementing satellite tracking for broader movements, acoustic telemetry provides a more detailed, fine-scale understanding of whale shark behavior within specific, localized areas. Imagine a network of submerged acoustic receivers strategically placed on the sea floor around a coral reef or within a known aggregation site. When a whale shark carrying a small acoustic transmitter swims within range of one of these receivers, its unique signal is detected and recorded. This technology allows researchers to monitor how long individual sharks spend in a particular area, their preferred habitats within that zone, and even their interactions with other tagged individuals. It paints a picture of their daily routines, their foraging patterns within a specific feeding ground, and the subtle rhythms of their localized existence, revealing their preference for certain depths or areas within a bay. To delve into the very genetic makeup of these ocean wanderers, scientists employ biopsy darting. Imagine a small, hollow dart designed to painlessly extract a tiny tissue sample, no larger than a pencil eraser from the thick skin of a whale shark. This minimally invasive technique allows researchers to collect DNA samples which are then analyzed in laboratories. Genetic analysis provides invaluable insights into population structure, determining whether different aggregations belong to distinct genetic groups, or if there is significant interbreeding across vast distances. It helps assess genetic diversity, a crucial indicator of a population's health and resilience, and can even reveal the sex of individuals, which is often difficult to ascertain visually in the wild. This genetic blueprint helps scientists understand the evolutionary history and current health of the species, informing conservation strategies that consider genetic connectivity. Understanding the whale shark's diet beyond simple observation is also achieved through scientific methods like stable isotope analysis. Imagine analyzing the chemical composition of a tiny tissue sample, looking at the ratios of different isotopes of elements like carbon and nitrogen. These ratios vary depending on an animal's diet and its position in the food web. By analyzing stable isotopes in whale shark skin or muscle tissue, scientists can gain a long-term perspective on what these giants have been eating, revealing shifts in their diet over time or differences in diet between populations. This method can confirm their reliance on plankton and small fish, and help identify if they are specializing in particular prey items in different regions, providing a deeper understanding of their trophic ecology. Direct observation and underwater surveys remain foundational to whale shark research. Imagine experienced divers and researchers carefully approaching a whale shark in its natural environment, observing its behavior, its feeding mechanics, its interactions with other marine life, all while minimizing disturbance. These direct encounters allow for the collection of photographic and video data visual assessments of health and injuries, and the careful recording of behavioral patterns. Researchers also conduct systematic surveys of aggregation sites, counting individuals, assessing their size classes, and noting any changes in their presence over time. This boots on the ground, or rather fins in the water approach, provides invaluable contextual information for the data gathered through technology. The science of discovery, however, is not without its profound challenges. The sheer vastness of the whale shark's habitat, its pelagic and migratory nature, and the logistical difficulties of working with such a large, elusive animal in remote oceanic environments all present significant hurdles. The cost of advanced tagging technology, the expertise required for data analysis, and the inherent difficulties of observing mating or birthing events in the wild mean that many secrets of the whale shark's life remain profoundly veiled. The ocean itself, in its boundless immensity, guards many of its deepest mysteries with an unwavering resolve. Yet scientific innovation continues to push the boundaries of what is possible. Imagine underwater drones equipped with advanced cameras and sensors, silently patrolling aggregation sites, gathering data with minimal disturbance. Imagine artificial intelligence being trained to identify individual sharks from video footage, accelerating the analysis of vast datasets. These emerging technologies promise to unlock even more secrets, providing clearer, more comprehensive insights into the life of this gentle giant. The science of discovery for the whale shark is an ongoing journey, a continuous unfolding of knowledge that underpins all conservation efforts. Each photograph, each satellite ping, each genetic analysis is a piece of a grander puzzle, slowly revealing the intricate life of Rhincodon typus. It is a testament to human curiosity and dedication, a profound commitment to understanding and protecting one of the ocean's most magnificent and enigmatic creatures. As we continue this patient unveiling, each new discovery deepens our appreciation for the quiet majesty of the whale shark and reinforces our responsibility to safeguard its future in the ever-shifting, boundless blue. A call to consciousness. As the intricate layers of scientific discovery gently unfold, revealing the hidden facets of the whale shark's existence, we arrive at a profound realization. This colossal, spotted wanderer is more than just the largest fish in the ocean. It is a living embodiment of the ocean's enduring mysteries, a silent sentinel whose very presence is a call to consciousness, inviting us to reflect upon our place within the vast, interconnected web of life that pulses beneath the waves. To drift, even in thought, alongside this gentle giant is to experience a shift in perspective. Imagine the sheer scale of its being a living vessel that has navigated the currents for tens of millions of years, a creature whose evolutionary journey predates much of the terrestrial life we recognize. Its unhurried pace, its silent, continuous feast on the ocean's smallest offerings, and its profound placidity in the face of human curiosity, all whisper of an ancient wisdom. It reminds us that immense power need not be aggressive, that true strength can reside in harmony and adaptation, and that the most profound lives are often lived in quiet reverence for the natural world. The whale shark, in its vulnerability, serves as a powerful indicator species, a living barometer of the health of our global oceans. Its decline in populations observed through rigorous scientific monitoring is not merely a statistic about a single species. It is a clear, undeniable signal that something is amiss within the broader marine environment. When the plankton blooms that sustain it are disrupted by warming waters or shifting currents, when its migratory pathways are crisscrossed by perilous fishing gear, or when its ancient body is burdened by the unseen threat of microplastics, these are not isolated events. They are symptoms of systemic pressures, echoes reverberating through the entire oceanic ecosystem. The well-being of the whale shark is inextricably linked to the vitality of the currents, the purity of the waters, and the abundance of the microscopic life that forms the very foundation of the marine food web. Protecting the whale shark therefore means safeguarding the health of the ocean itself. This understanding fosters a deeper sense of collective responsibility. The journey of conservation, from the CITES listings that regulate trade to the local community efforts that protect feeding aggregations, is a testament to humanity's capacity for empathy and foresight. Imagine the quiet dedication of researchers meticulously cataloguing spot patterns, tracking movements across vast ocean basins with satellite tags, and patiently piecing together the puzzle of their elusive reproduction. Each discovery, each piece of scientific data is not just an academic achievement. It is a vital step towards ensuring the continued existence of these magnificent creatures. It is a conscious act of stewardship, recognizing that the future of the whale shark is in many ways intertwined with our own. The rise of responsible ecotourism, carefully managed and strictly regulated, represents another facet of this awakening consciousness. Imagine the transformative experience of swimming alongside a whale shark, its colossal form gliding effortlessly past its small dark eye, perhaps momentarily meeting yours. For many, this encounter ignites a profound sense of wonder and a deep personal connection to the marine world. It transforms an abstract concept of conservation into a tangible, emotional reality. When local communities benefit economically from the presence of these sharks, a powerful incentive for protection is created, shifting perspectives from potential exploitation to cherished guardianship. This shift reflects a growing recognition that living, thriving whale shark populations hold far greater long-term value than any short-term gain from their capture. Yet despite the progress in scientific understanding and conservation efforts, profound mysteries still envelop the whale shark. The precise location of their breeding grounds, the intricate details of their courtship rituals, and the full extent of their deep-diving behaviors remain largely unknown. Imagine the vast, unexplored expanses of the deep ocean still holding countless secrets where these giants may find sanctuary for their most vulnerable moments. This persistent veil of mystery, even in an age of advanced technology, serves to humble us, reminding us of the boundless wonders that still lie hidden beneath the surface, inviting continued curiosity and respectful exploration. The whale shark, with its ancient lineage and its quiet majesty, compels us to consider the profound interconnectedness of all life. From the smallest plankton to the largest fish, every element plays a vital role in the delicate balance of our planet. Its long, slow life cycle, its reliance on specific oceanic conditions, and its vulnerability to human pressures underscore the urgency of our environmental challenges. As we reflect upon this gentle giant, we are called to embrace a deeper consciousness, one that extends beyond our immediate horizons and recognizes the intrinsic value of all living beings. The whale shark's journey is a continuous silent testament to the enduring power and beauty of the natural world, a living legacy that continues to shape the very chemistry of our oceans. Its immense form filtering vast quantities of water plays a subtle but significant role in the biogeochemical cycles of the marine environment, quietly contributing to the health and productivity of the entire ocean. It is a creature that inspires awe, fosters responsibility, and forever enriches the deep blue heart of our world. And so, as we gently drift away from the silent, star-dusted journey of the whale shark, let the imagery of its colossal, unhurried grace softly recede into the quiet, settling corners of your mind. Feel the immense rhythmic sway of the ocean's currents, a comforting, continuous motion that mirrors the slowing pulse within you. Just as this magnificent being navigates the boundless waters with serene purpose, its vast form a testament to peace. Allow your own thoughts to find their tranquil expanse, expanding and dissolving into the soft edges of the night. The mysteries of its life, like the unfolding narratives of your own subconscious, invite you now to surrender to the profound, gentle unknown. Let the weight of the day lift, carried away by the imagined swell of the deep. Feel the quiet, protective presence of the ocean, a vast and safe haven where every hurried moment slows, where every sound softens into a distant echo. May the gentle hum of the deep and the serene, unhurried drift of its largest fish cradle your spirit as you sink deeper. May your dreams be as boundless, as deep, and as profoundly peaceful as the whale shark's silent journey through the endless blue. Sleep well, and see you again